Okay guys, here at Lowe's, sorry Home Depot, but you didn't have the shiplap I needed. Got the bunk beds going, getting all loaded, heading home. Rainy, messy day. What did you say, bro?
Shoot a bullet.
Shoot a bullet? Whoa, that was crazy. Okay. Stack them up neatly, guys. You got those up there.
Yes, take this. Yeah.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive. Take this hurt, lady, throw it in my face. Don't let these bones slow you down. 'Cause I'm coming on strong. Grass should have looked greener. I need to believe.
Hey guys, Justin here. We are here in our house at Brookside. What are we doing today, bud?
Bed.
A bunk bed?
Yeah.
Crawford, what are we doing, bro?
Get my.
This is Cray Cray Keegan. This is their bedroom. It's a little messy right now. They actually have been doing a good job keeping it clean, picking it up. Of course, with a lot of help from mommy. We just moved these storage things and we did those after Christmas, but here's the project. Okay, so we got the bunk bed here. This is a little surprise I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But this is their little secret room that's above their ceiling here. I'm gonna pick up a few things, get a little bit more organized in here, and we are going to start carrying material in. I normally shop at our local lumber yard, Main Street Lumber. I do a lot of stuff at Home Depot because they've just got all the miscellaneous items I normally need. But today, I could not find this 8-foot shiplap anywhere but Lowe's. So we went ahead and purchased it there. And we'll get all this pulled in. I'll show you all the receipt, showing what everything cost. And of course, everything else is gonna be labor. So shouldn't be any additional cost past what's on that receipt. Okay, let's get it unloaded. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very, very ugly day today. It's raining. It's almost borderline sleet. This is a table that I made whenever we moved into the house here at Brookside. It's actually a solid wood door that I made for the top. Used some leftover 8x8 cedar. I think I put some 2x4. Just a heavy, heavy duty table I really like to work on. It's got casters on it. Moving around wherever I want it. It's really cold, just so you know. You guys let me know what you think.
Right now, always said the sky would fall anyway. Wasn't it there? With you, if I get shown, I'm gonna be the man that comes next to you. And if I ever, yeah, I know I'm gonna be.
What did you say, bro?
Shoot a bullet.
Shoot a bullet? Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, what are we working on right now?
A bunk bed with off the wood.
Okay, let's look at it all. Okay guys, y'all just saw us unload it. We got the 20 2x6s, we got the 15 2x4s, we got 30 pieces of shiplap, and we got a few of our 2x4s left over there. I bought a little bit of extra on everything just in case there's a few boards that are a little warped, or if I make some bad cuts. So I told you guys earlier, I spent $850. Actually ended up being like $849 and 84 cents. I don't know if that's gonna zoom. Probably not, but yeah, there's everything I purchased. So really, there were some extra things I got. I've been needing some sockets because I've got some drivers. Of course, the kids wanted some candy, so that's not part of this order. It's part of the $850, but not part of the order. I've got some of these drywall screws. We call them, I guess they're drywall anchors. We call them tornado anchors because they kind of look like a tornado. But I got some of those. I've been needing them, and I got some storage just to keep my carry-along toolbox all organized. So there we go, guys. I mean, we're gonna use the anchors right here. We're gonna use those to screw everything into the sheetrock going through my studs. Got some washers we're gonna use with those. Then we got these deck screws. Okay. Stack them up neatly, guys. You got those up there. I'm doing a lot more thinking than I am working. That's how I normally do these projects when I make things like this bunk bed. I kind of have it built in my head, but I don't have any diagrams or any plans or anything I'm going off of. So as I make these cuts, I gotta try to think 2-3 steps ahead and make sure everything's gonna align correctly. So you guys can kind of understand the big picture of what we're doing here. Before I cut this last board for this frame, I'm gonna kind of explain it to you and give y'all some close-up shots of me cutting. But what I'm doing is making a 72-inch frame from here to over here. And then I'm doing 92 from here to here. The mattress is gonna sit right there. It's a queen-size mattress. It's 60 by 80. So we're gonna have about a 12-inch hangover on that side. We're gonna have a 12-inch hangover right here. And that just kind of gives the boys like a place to sit and just a kind of an oversized bed, what we're calling like a platform bed. It's gonna be a floating / platform / bunk bed, I guess. But you guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna make the last cut here on this first frame and make sure it's all working out the way I want it to. I don't always do this, but when I'm cutting this, I guess it's like a Lowe's #2. Ideally, the factory edge should be square, but that's not always the case. And so what I do is what we call kill an end. I know there's carpenters out there and guys that do this for a living. Please don't make fun of me for some of my terminology or whether I'm doing things right or not. I mean, I've never was taught how to do this stuff. Just kind of figured it out as I went along. I mean, of course, I'm a general contractor, builder, real estate investor, so a lot of the stuff I should know just as common sense. But if I do use the wrong terminology on certain things, please forgive me, and maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what I'm saying wrong or calling wrong. But like I said, I kind of do this stuff, and I've got the big plan in my head what I want it to look like. I just don't have like specific designs and specs and measurements. So like I said, I'm just kind of figuring this out as we go. So here we go. Sorry, I said said 92, it's 89 inches. It becomes 92 once we add the inch and a half on the outside. So shorter boards are 72, that's going to be the true width. These are 89. Once we add those to it, it'll become 92. So the dimensions will be 72 by 92 total. Inches. Okay. %90 of the time we're using these 2.5 inch screws. They've got the Phillips number 2, which again, 90% of the time that's what's on my impact or drills. But as you can tell, these deck screws have a much smaller head, and you're going to see a lot of my screw holes I put in, so I want to be as least obstructive as I can be. So I bought these deck screws. The issue was they came with one of these bits, which I have those, but when you put them in my impact, they go too deep. So I had to go to the barn real quick and get this extension that allows for me to put that in. I also need this for some of my 6-inch screws I bought. I was gonna need this. We're gonna try to, I guess, cut the shiplap. Make sure this is square. I'm gonna put the shiplap inside, and I'm almost building this thing upside down. I want the shiplap to be flush with the ground, as this is, and we're gonna put the 2x4 supports on top of that, and then we'll screw the 2x4s in, so that when we flip this thing up, we know that shiplap's going to sit on top of the 2x4 joists perfectly nice and flush. So I know that may not make a lot of sense right now, but now that I've explained that, you're going to see that come together right here. So let's cut some shiplap, get it from the inside, and we'll get some 2x4s ready. I normally try to look at my boards when I buy them, but I had Lowe's load all these for me. I don't know if y'all can see this in the camera, but that's an ugly piece right there. Honestly, I should have looked at it before I cut it. That's my fault. Let's just go on to the next piece. We can still try to use this even though it's warped. It just makes life a lot more difficult. You're going to see me measuring 24-inch on center, where we're going to put those 2x4s. So here we go. Okay guys, did the math. I think I was 89 inches from inside to inside, and then I added the 2x4 right here, and I added this 2x4 right there, so I came out to 86 inches. Divided that by 4, and that's where I found out the center. Each one of my studs, of course, that pin mark center, I gotta move these 2x4s around until they're centered. Now, what I'm gonna do is put some 2x4 hangers on here, and to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers, and to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna use 2x4 hangers. And to get these 2x4s secure, I'm gonna And since the shiplap's not nailed or screwed down, I'll be able to pick up this frame, carry it to where I want it, and then just pick up the shiplap and put it down one piece at a time. And this one should be really close to being done. I'm gonna take this one inside, make sure it's what I want, get it where I want it. And after that, we will make the second one. Now that I know a lot of these cuts and I know it's gonna work for what I want it to work for, I'm probably gonna make a list of all these 2x6s, 2x4s, shiplap, and get everything pre-cut, do all that at once, and take the second form inside and probably put it together like you just saw me put this together. I'll do that inside so I don't have to keep moving this stuff around. Get the first frame made. I am going to mark the shiplap real quick so I know where it goes back into place. I'll let you guys look at them so you can kind of see what all I did. The 2x4 hangers, this is actually the first time I've done this. I've got hangers in the past, I just had forgot to install them. And the reason I remembered this time is because I wanted a real clean look right here. I'm typically putting screws in the face of that 2x4. But with doing these hangers, you can see I'm doing all my screwing from the inside. So it gives it a real clean look and keeps it real nice and clean on the outside. The only screws I'm gonna have are gonna be here on the end, and we'll put a little bit of wood filler in those.
To get away from you, it's almost like you.
The official soundtrack to Beer. Excelma's Katie Country.
Okay guys, y'all just saw the footage of the first bed getting made there in the bedroom. We'll get it all installed, secured, got the shiplap down. I still need to put a lot more nails, maybe screws in the shiplap, make sure it's held down well, but we have a good working space to work on top of, and put some measuring boards on top that'll kind of hold this next level of the bunk bed in place while we secure it into the wall and make it a floating bunk bed. So this one is going to be a little more skinny. We're going to be 64 inches this way by 92. That 92 is the same as the other one, but I'm going 64 this way because I'm working against a window. I got a window that is kind of in the way, and so this actually lends itself well to the room because you'll see here in a second, this goes against the wall and has the window right here, and it's going to be like dang near right next to the window, but it's 64 inches wide, So we missed the window at 65, but a queen size mattress is gonna go on this, and that's gonna leave about a 4-inch gap. And what we're gonna do, instead of putting the handrail like we did on the last one on the face and coming up, we're gonna have 4 inches from here to here. We're gonna mount the rails, flush mount on the top, and let it come up however tall we need, 12, 16, 18 inches, so that it is safe enough, safe rail for the kids up top. We have the frame made, we have the shiplap cut. We are going to take this frame inside. This frame install is going to be a little more difficult because we're putting it further up in the air. So I got to figure out the math and make some 2x4s to kind of temporarily hold it in place while we're lag bolting it into the stud of the wall. So shut the door. And you already lift this bed up in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I helping him. Look.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Little
Okay,
yowie.
move that one out of the way, bud.
Look, it's strong. See, I shrunk too.
Okay, Crawford, hand me that board. Hand me that board, come on.
What?
Okay, so like I said before, we finished last week. Bud.
Finish him.
I'm upside down. Gotta flip it. Okay guys, that's what it's gonna kind of look like. The screws I'm putting in are at least like a 5 or 6 inch screw. They're not real thick, but I want a little more bite to them, so I put the smaller washer on, and I put the bigger washer on, and just sucking the heck out of it. So you guys are asking, that's what we're putting in. Okay guys, not quite done, but we have the first frame set, we have the top frame set, and we have screws in all our studs. So watch this. Ready? Okay. So you see where it's sitting right now? We pull this out. Boom. It's floating. Now we can't let kids get up there, but we'll get the ladder up there, get it supported, and it should be good to go. What do you think, bro?
You like it? Which one's yours? The bottom? You want the top? You're gonna have to fight brother for it.
You're going to figure out how to get up there, too. You have to jump. A ladder? I ain't building a ladder,
You
son.
said that with such confidence.
So we're going to cut that. It's going to get us real close where we need to be. And this is what's going to support the floating bunk bed. Okay, let's go cut. here in, what's your name? What's your brother's name? Okay, it's Keegan and Crawford's room. You guys saw all the footage of me getting the material from Lowe's, putting it together, installing it. That was actually New Year's Eve. We did all that from, I think I started about 5 and I finished right before 12. It was like 11:30. So, got all this put together. We were waiting on mattresses. They actually should be here today.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My wife Ashley wants to stain it, so we'll probably put the mattress on it temporarily, and then I don't want to stain all this and be here, so we'll probably go stay at our cabin or stay at one of our properties and have one of the guys come stain this because I don't like being here overnight. Just stain it really takes over the house, so it just doesn't smell good. So we'll get that done. I have to put some rails up here. We're gonna do the same rails we kind of did on Richardson. So like I said before, instead of being side mounted, it's gonna start right here. The mattress starts about 4 inches in. So on the rail, it'll come up, it'll 90 over, come over here, it'll 90 down, and then same thing that way. We'll go from this way all the way to the wall, and that'll be the safety parameter. So this is the bed all done except for being stained and having the rails on it. But I'm going to show you guys the final product. You want to take them upstairs? Show them your secret room. Up there we use the same flooring as we did down here in the main house, the vinyl flooring. Put a light up there, put an outlet, and then we put the OSB up, kind of following the roof line because that is an attic space that I thought ahead a little bit. It was actually really easy to do. I just thought a little bit ahead. We had the electrician and the HVAC guy just run stuff to where it wasn't gonna be in the way. And so that made this finish out way easier to do. And so added all that, and it's been a really cool little secret room. So the old bunk bed they had, y'all had seen, it was really hard for them to climb up there before. Yeah, the swing would swing on. So now we get the swing mounted on the bed. So I'm hoping they'll use it a lot more because it'll be a lot more accessible. It stops right there where the ladder's at. That's 80 inches from the wall to there. It's 80 inches. That's where the mattress will go. Isn't that cool? Okay. Do you have anything to say? Hey.
Like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. Say peace. Okay. Peace. That's it. I'm out of here.